கொஞ்சம் நோட்டு மலரி வந்துமா கொஞ்சம் வா
Good evening,
Hello,
sir.
hello. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the session. Ooh. Come on video, guys, and hopefully log in from your desktops, guys. Log in from your desktops. We are going to do some live action during the session itself, and like unnecessary double काम मत करो, guys. One time, if possible, go and log in from your desktops immediately, everyone. It would be much useful and immediate impact straight away then. Okay. Okay, we'll start in a minute, everyone. Okay, so just a quick thing. Meanwhile, everybody even arrange.
Sir, your voice.
Yeah, Ajay, it will get through.
Good evening.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. Okay, everybody. So arrange your notes, team. Arrange your notes, whatever paperwork we have done so far. Okay. So your best career version. Okay. Plus on top of that, we have written the other areas, why this is important. Okay. Why it is important for you. What will happen if you achieve these goals? What will happen if you don't achieve these goals? Okay. That piece of paper, and even the 20 ideas which you have written down, guys. So just recollect wherever those papers are, just arrange it in front of you right now. Okay, everybody. As part of today's session, we are going to convert these ideas into practical actions. Okay, so it's going to be very impactful straight away. Like, hello team. ये क्या on off खेल रहा है क्या?
Yes.
Okay, so with my LAN cable, it was doing some drama. So just now remove that, trying with the Wi-Fi again. Let's see. I think in a minute, in a few minutes, it will stabilize. Is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine now.
It's fine. It's going good. Okay, yeah. Okay. ठीक है. Let it stabilize, team. We'll start. Okay. Fine. So everybody, hope you have arranged the papers. बोलेंगे बार पेपर कर रहा है. Okay. ठीक है team. तो चलो देखो. As part of today's session, we are going to convert it into softwares and systems and convert these ideas into implementation. Okay, that's where the actual magic is. Okay, so far whatever we have done, all the dreams, the desires, whatever we want to achieve with our lives, so we have just noted down a few things. Okay, it will get into corrections. Just know it in a matter of 1 week. We have something in our mind, we have put it on paper, we have noted down some ideas about it. In yesterday's session also some more ideas were shared. Point is, all of this we have to take and convert it into an action plan and then start executing in our lives. Okay, and once you start doing all of these things, results will start coming automatically. Okay, so today's session is going to be very useful with that regards. Okay, how do you convert these ideas into a proper practical action plan? Okay, so that's where we are going to get into. Okay, so yes, first of all, we will be needing, okay, live Google Sheet. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen and we are going to take, you also do it along with me, guys. Okay, so I'll give some time so that you can also do it along with me. So baad mein, don't keep reworking. Let's use this 1 hour very effectively while we are connected together. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen. I'll show all the instructions what I am doing, and then accordingly you guys also follow it in the same manner. Okay, now what are we going to do, guys? Let me first of all explain you in 5 minutes what the system we are going to install. Okay, देखो guys, what happens is our brain is very smart and we get ideas, and in the matter of past 2-3 days we have written some ideas down on a piece of paper. Okay, so we have completed that activity on a piece of paper. We have some ideas written. Okay, now the thing is ki these ideas we will be converting it into an Google Sheet and tracking what all ideas we have got. Okay, now देखो क्या होता है, right now in your life whatever is going on, your brain thought about these ideas. Okay, next week if you think about ideas again, it is quite possible you might get some new ideas and you might forget some old ideas. Okay, so you have to build it into a system ki every week you need to spend some time in writing these 20 ideas again and again from scratch. Okay, and you will realize that every week by week you're going to get this database of ideas what to do in order to progress towards your goals. Okay, and these ideas may further we will be applying some system like aligning it in some priority, and then defining out of these all ideas which ideas you should actually implement for getting closer to your goals. Because देखो guys, we have limited time, we have just 24 hours, and in that we cannot do everything. Okay, so we need to practically approach the problem solving thing. Okay, otherwise it will become a very big problem. So as part of today's session we will be step by step converting it into, okay, out of so much we know or so many ideas we have, which ideas we should take actions into. Okay, so first of all everyone, I'm sharing my screen, and all of you I'll request ki straight away launch Google Sheet. Everyone just go to Google Sheet and freshly open a new copy. Okay, I'll also share my screen. Okay, everybody do it, start together guys. बाद में फिर unnecessary double time going is not a good way. Okay, fine, a fresh sheet. Okay, just you can name it like my ideas, anything your name. Okay, now just name this sheet something like 20 idea sheet. Guys, why we are doing it this together? Because this system has to be used again and again, and when we do it once together it is going to give, like we will be reusing it multiple times. Okay, so 20 idea sheet. Okay, and next to it create one more sheet, unique idea backlog. We'll understand the need of everything. Okay, and if you're done with this in the chat, quickly done dalte raho. So as soon as I get many of the dones, we'll continue forward. Okay, yes, a few dones coming. Everybody be in the same pace, guys. Open a fresh sheet, go to Google Sheet. Okay, blank, freshly start. And this will be useful for everyone. Okay, whether you're a job seeker, working, not working, whatever. Okay, and this system you can apply it throughout your life, guys. It is that powerful system. Your goals might change, but your approach will remain the same. Okay, so you will improvise in your approaches, but the ideal template stays the same. It will really give you nice results, everyone. Chalo chalo fatafat guys, fatafat, don't spend too much time on this. Okay, Yes, a few more duns coming. Let's wait for some more time. Okay. Hari Babu, Nigar, Vaibhav, Shruti. ठीक है, चलो. Now, I think we have some more duns. Durgesh is there. Okay, Sakshi is there. Fine. Now, be along, guys. Be along. Okay. Okay. Now, the next thing on this sheet. Okay, just make simple. Dekho, every week we are going to do this activity. Okay. So, what is required is you have to maintain 3 sections there. Okay. One, goal. Okay. Next, current date. And next, basically the ideas. Okay, serial number. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, just mention this goal, date, serial number, and ideas. So we are practically creating template. Okay, देखो, I could have done it and given it to you guys, but then nobody will use it. It's like when you really put efforts and you understand every single thing, okay, what we are doing, why we are doing, so you will be able to use it and relate with it very nicely. Okay, so देखो, सबसे पहले, whatever is your next action goal which you have written on that paper, okay, so fill that goal up here. So in the goal section, for example, we said the goals with the deadline. Okay, so for the job seekers, we said, okay, by when you will start the job hunting. Okay, for others guys, we said, okay, by when do you want to have the job? Okay, that date. And for all the working professionals, we said the A player, you will be targeting to become that by what time? Okay, maybe 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. Okay, so define that one-liner goal. Okay, one-liner concrete goal. Write your actual goal here. Okay, one-liner concrete goal with deadline. That's where we have our papers in front of us. So if you don't remember it right now, so just look at it back again and come. And that's what you'll realize in 3 days itself. Some of you might have like almost forgotten kya soche the, right? That's where it's required to keep refreshing your memory. We need to convert it into system for achieving goals. Okay. So one liner concrete goal with deadline. Mention your liner statement. Okay. So and so by so and so. Okay. Next, mention today's date. 8 April. And then we will be having ideas. Okay. Now, देखो, point is whatever ideas you have written on that day. Okay. So we need to fill up all of that, but let's not occupy the session time right now to just type it from your paper to Excel sheet. Okay. You guys do that as part of your some other time. Maybe after this session is done, immediately you can spend time on that. Okay. So we just need to take whatever you have written on that day on paper, because it was the first day. That's why we did it like that. Just write down your ideas, whatever you get. Okay, here. Okay. Now, apart from that, so later on you do it after the session. Apart from that, guys, yesterday we have discussed a few ideas. We have even written those things down as well. Okay. So I have also written it in front of me in separate place. So I will share it in Zoom chat so that you can at least copy paste this as part of your idea sheet. Okay. So what will happen is I'll give these ideas to you guys, whatever is written, whatever we discussed yesterday. Plus on top of that, later you take your 20 ideas and even fill it up. So you will have around 20-25 ideas kind of. Okay. So chalo, for working professionals, I'm pasting it into our Zoom chat. So you can pick it up and directly fill it up in your Google Sheet. This one, copy paste kar lo ek ek ko. One by one point ko you can just copy paste it there. Okay, so your working professionals ke liye this section goes. Next, job seekers who are planning to job hunt. Okay, guys, we are going to build up a system for job hunting as part of the week 2. Okay, so working professionals ke liye a different system will be running. For job seekers, job hunters, a different system will be running. Okay, and for the job seekers who are doing the training right now, for them a different system is going to be running. Okay, so week 2 is going to be completely customizable based upon your state, and we will be taking all these actions with a productivity system. Okay, so मतलब धूम धड़ाका होने वाला है. So everybody of you will have some action plans, and we will be understanding how to finish, okay, more work in less time, a productivity system. So tomorrow we are going to spend time in actually understanding that, and next week also full productivity pe focus rahega. So one by one everybody, so I'm pasting up all the sections here. Just blindly right now copy paste it. Okay, I'm just giving a few ideas from my side. So this one is job seekers, job hunters. One by one ye sare ideas ko copy paste karo. We'll understand these later. Okay, and those job seekers under training, they apply these things. Okay, just take some time, at least. Yeah, so it's there in the Zoom chat. One by one copy paste the bullets in your idea list. Everybody complete this exercise. So with regards to the job seekers, you can make a choice whether you want to follow the job hunters wala zone or under training wala thing. Okay, guys, once you have copied it, just put it there. Just fill it up in your Excel sheet. Okay, double kaam nahi karo, guys. Straight away go to your Google sheet and fill up the sections there, all your ideas. For example, let me do it for the working professionals. First of all, copy it from the chat, take it into your notepad editor. From there, one by one, you take it and then apply it in your Google sheet. Whatever feels more comfortable to you, just do that. You're able to copy it from the chat, right? Yes, Sakshi, you're able to copy it from chat?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, so chalo, let me go to the working professionals wala thing. Just based upon your category, where do you belong? Take this and fill it up in your Excel sheet. Okay. So fine, right now, let's say I'm adding this. Okay. Therefore, guys, one very important thing which I have realized is you need to just give time for your brain to think. Give it the problem and just reserve 1-2 hours and keep thinking, how do you want to solve? How do you want to solve? Ideas will come automatically. Okay. So in the current time, people are not giving that time to really think how to do, what to do, kind of. That's where it's causing much problem for people. Okay, so we need to get more disciplined and consistent with this kind of systems, and you will really start growing in your career like a lot. Okay, everybody, once you are done, just put it in chat, everyone. Just copy paste karo. Baki 20 ideas you can write it later. Okay, don't try to write that 20 ideas right now. For now, just copy paste these ideas. Okay. And once you are done, just type done, so I'll know that okay, we are in pace with majority. Okay, Shruti is done, Akila is done, Sakshi is done, Haribabu is done. Okay, Deepak is done. Chalo, rest of the members also, let's take a few more minutes and do it. Suraj is done. देखो guys, the remaining 20 ideas you guys have already written on that other day, like 2-3 days ago. वो भी we have to copy it here. Okay, so maybe if you are done right now, you can start copying it. Otherwise, after the session, you can do. Okay, Saurav is done, Rahul is done. Okay, so we have many done. Okay, Ganesh is done as well. Cool. Okay, so देखो guys, I am just mentioning. अभी फिर क्या हो गया? So let's assume. Okay, Padmini is done as well. Nice. Fine. So देखो, now what is happening is guys, so let's say today is 18th April. So generally this activity, okay, Ajaya is done. Nice. Okay. ठीक है. So देखो, generally this activity we plan every weekend. Okay, Saturday, Sunday ko you have to reserve around 1 hour of time to go through this key. Okay, what do I really want in my life? What is my goal? And how can I accomplish it? Put your brain to work, reserve 1 hour, no distractions, no time pass, and just think. You will get some ideas, write down those ideas. So right now we have done that activity which you will be performing on weekend. Okay, tomorrow is weekend starting. Okay, now what will happen is, let's say, so you have 20 ideas written. Okay, and yesterday I also, like, I've pasted a few of them, maybe 5. So some might overlap, some might be unique. Okay, so generally what will happen is, okay, let's say you come next week again. So what will happen? I'm just trying to give you a big picture of what is going to happen. Insert these rows above. So just thoda sa observe it with me. So let's say next week you are again like reserving Saturday morning, you want to do this activity. So next Saturday, the date comes like 16th of April. Okay. Then again from scratch, 1, 2, 3, you start writing 20 ideas. Okay. You will realize that your brain at that time, it will find some different ideas will be there, some common ideas will be there, whatever. But you will realize that every week by week, you are getting 20 new ideas. Brainstorm, guys. Try to go to that 20 count. Okay, let your brain work. Okay, what will happen, let me tell you, when you pressurize your brain to think, it will start looking opportunities around you. Okay, so right now in general mode, you might not be able to see those opportunities, but when you are actively thinking, this is my goal, what should I do, how can I achieve it, you will start seeing opportunity which brain is naturally overlooking. For example, you might realize, oh, one of my friend is doing like that, can I use him for this thing? Oh, one of my relative is working in the IT somewhere, can I utilize that person for this? Okay, can I reach out to one of my maybe college mates or anybody? So your brain will start seeing opportunities around you when you actually pressurize yourself to think. Okay, and when you do it as a system of every week, new and new out of the box ideas will start coming. And that's what is proper utilization of our brains. Okay, so chalo, you will realize it in 1 month of time. You will become very smarter in your approach towards situation. It's that practical system. Okay, so again, chalo. So fir kya hone wala, guys? So today we have, let's say, 20-25 ideas. Next week also we will have some ideas. So the step number 1 is every weekend. I'll give this instruction, so don't note it down. Okay, step 1 of this process is, okay, basically ideas to implementation. Okay, step number 1, write, okay, every weekend, I'll paste this, don't write it, every weekend 20 ideas on how you can accomplish your goal. Okay, done. Next, now what you have to do is, right now you have something unique here. Okay, you need to go to unique idea backlog. Oh, ये गलती से यहाँ पे copy होगा. Let me cut this. Okay, let me paste it. Right sheet में update कर लो, guys. Okay, let me paste it here. Okay, done. Unique idea backlog में. First listen, then you can create it. Okay, just create 2 sections here. Okay, one is to do, and then there is going to be another section, done. Okay, now what you need to do, simple, just go here, whatever ideas you have listed for that day, okay, just take these ideas and then add it to the unique backlog. Okay, now what will happen is next week when you think ideas again, you will get 20 more ideas. Okay, but it might be something, might be duplicate, so you need to create a union of these 20 ideas plus these 20 ideas, and that where your backlog is going to keep growing. Okay, nothing but you're always maintaining ideas and thoughts on how you can solve your problems, and that is, some idea is going to click someday, just know that. Okay, so फिर क्या हो जाएगा, maybe in this list, so next week you add some more, it becomes, let's say 25. After that you are again brainstorming, let's say these ideas become 30. Okay, the more you think and the more you repeat that exercise, your backlog of ideas is going to grow, and we need to maintain all the unique ideas in a separate sheet. Okay, this is what is this required. Okay, now it is completely up to you. I'm saying ki weekly, if you do 20 ideas, results will be like this. You can choose that every weekend you do 2 times this exercise, so you'll have 40 ideas. Okay, people even recommend to do this 20 idea technique on a daily basis. Nothing but per day they say give, reserve 1 hour to just note down ideas. So nothing but you can just multiply it the way you want it, and by that way you will have always, dekho guys, these unique ideas are all solutions for your problems. Okay, and your brain is very smart. Out of so many ideas, something is going to click and actually your problem will be solved. Now क्या करना है, you have all the answers with you. Something might be raw, something might be half cooked, usko you have to convert it into an action plan so that you can implement it. Okay, so that's what. So step number 2 will be, okay, prepare unique idea backlog. Okay, so for now everybody just copy your 20 ideas or whatever ideas you have written down, just copy everything. So maintain this section, have a to do there, have a done there. So in the unique idea backlog section, maintain 2 things. One is to do, another one is done. Some people can even get into like to do, in progress, and done. People do that as well, but it's completely your choice. I feel for beginning, keep it simple, to do and done section. Okay, in the unique idea backlog, maintain one section to do, and guys, we are doing it together so that it becomes like, when we do it one more time, that's what, in next weekend maybe we are going to perform this exercise again. Okay, so then you'll find more ideas will be coming, and then you will convert the system. And once you have defined your unique idea backlog, copy paste everything in the to do section. That means you have not yet acted upon it. बाद में guys, fill up these entire 20 ideas also. Okay, and once you are done with this unique idea backlog preparation, so you understand, right, unique idea backlog concept. Okay, we are getting a few done. Everybody else close as well. Okay, moving on everyone. So sharing the screen back again. Okay, Vaibhav says done. Guys, and after a lot of exploring and lot of practical experimenting with my own practical day-to-day use, after that I've come up with this model. Okay, so there were some systems I have explored a lot, read from multiple places, seen very big successful people, after that applied it in my own life, and it's really working. Okay, and that's what I want to share it with you, so that we can together apply these things in your life for progressing nicely. Okay, okay, fine. What more, everybody? Sagar is done, Padmini is done, okay. Vaibhav, Shruti, nice, cool. ठीक है, चलो तो Hari Babu is done as well. Yeah, right now since we are doing it for the first time, so it's everything is unique. Okay, so for now it's just copy paste. But what will happen is, team, okay, next week when you do it, right? So next week when you do it, you will get some more ideas. At that time, you have to see if the idea is double coming, you consider it only once. Nothing but 20 ideas you have to cross verify with the existing list that you have. Okay. So by that way, unique ideas will always be arranged with you always. Okay. Chalo, fine. Now moving on further, team. Okay. As soon as this is done, so your unique ideas are ready. So every week you have these things. Now what is required is you will find that some of these ideas can be grouped together. Okay. Now if you see your 20 ideas, so you will realize that maybe, okay, for example, let's say right now we have just these examples in front of us. Okay. It could be possible, I'm just giving one example. Okay, so this is working professional related list. Let's say that if somebody says, okay, planning the 3 to 5 years career vision. Okay, maybe when he is doing the planning, along with the planning, he gets some idea, hey, I can actually implement even idea number 4 year itself. Okay, something out of the box, doing it for the team. Nothing but you might find that when you're doing one activity, other activity can also be done in parallel. Nothing but you can group these related ideas together. Okay, so that context switching is less. Okay, so that's what is going to be the next action. So but today maybe I don't know, okay, do you have really any ideas which can be clubbed together? But once you write your 20 ideas, you will be able to find, okay, 3-4 can be done in one batch, so next can be done in one batch. So like that, next focus should be, third is group related ideas together. Okay, so since right now you guys have not written all the 20 ideas, maybe not sure whether you can group it, but just note it down ki ye karna padega. Okay, I'll paste you this thing back. Okay, now guys, understand the fourth step is pretty important. We are human beings, everybody blessed with 24 hours, and we need to put our efforts only on result oriented things. If you put all your energy and efforts on wrong things, or things will not give you value and output, you're wasting your time basically. Okay, this guy Robin Sharma has said very nice quotation ki, okay, what is the use of doing all the hard work, smart work, everything? Let's say if you want to climb a mountain, okay, and you're doing all the technique, strategy, hard work, dedication, consistency, everything, okay, and then you reach to the top of the mountain, and then you realize I climbed the wrong mountain. Okay, so I actually wanted to climb another mountain, but I did so much hard work, everything, whatever the world says about success, but you climbed the wrong mountain. Okay, so you need to be careful. Okay, you should not spend energy and effort on those ideas which will not give you much results. Okay, so you need to work on only most impactful ideas. Okay, and that is where, guys, comes the concept. Okay, the step number 4, you need to apply Pareto principle. Okay, Pareto principle, some scientists of the past, okay, has come up with this. It is also called as 80-20 principle. Okay, what it says, simple. Okay, understand, guys, this is a universal principle. It applies at many places. Okay, Pareto principle, 80-20 principle says 80% of the work will be done only by 20% of the ideas. Okay, and this law has been universally proved in any business in any area. 80% of the output will come only by 20% of the ideas. Nothing but in your list, even though you have 30, you need to identify the top 5 ideas which will actually give you results, because that is enough to get your work done. Okay? You might get so many ideas, but many of them might not even, like, you put all the hard work in them, but results will be very small. But out of all these ideas, you now evolve your thinking. You need to identify those ideas, those 20% ideas which are most impactful, those 20% which will give you 80% results. And then you need to put all your efforts and energy on these 20% ideas only. Discard everything else. Think very clean. Okay, discard all the other ideas and focus on only 20%. So we will be applying Pareto principle. Okay, and how does that happen is, you have to feel, there is nothing right or wrong here, but if you feel that some idea is important, you need to align them in a priority of importance or completion of order. Okay, completion of order means, let's say you want to apply for a job somewhere. Usse pehle you have to complete your resume. Without completing resume, you cannot apply for a job. So if there is dependency, so prioritize your work in the order of importance and their dependencies. Okay, nothing but idea prioritization should happen. Okay, now let's think about this. Okay, now we will be spending next 10 minutes practically, so that you guys now look at on your paper the 20 ideas that you have, and look at this sheet, whatever ideas you have written. Okay, and out of this, identify the top 3 or top 5 ideas which you feel you should do next for moving closer to your goals. Okay, so take some time out, don't rush on this, think about it deeply. Think about Pareto principle, that only 20% ideas will give you maximum results. So ask a question, what should be my next ideas? If I implement that, my work will be done easily. And try to identify the top 3 or top 5 ideas based upon Pareto principle. What are my top 3 to 5 ideas? When I implement this, my goal will become achievable. Now, guys, look at your list based upon your job seeking stage or job hunting stage or working professional stage. Pick the next ideas which you really want to implement. You get 3 to 5 ideas. Okay, consider from this list as well. Okay, so this is really like whatever I have pasted here, written. So I've really analyzed and saw that this will give a lot of results to people. Okay, for example, if you're doing job hunting, right? So first you need to make this, like, okay, where do you want to continue, like a fresher or experience strategy, to finalize that first. Okay, next, are you having nice technical brush up already that you can start attending interviews or not? If that is not there, you need to first work on that. So that's a dependency. Do you have a proper resume and a cover letter? If you don't have it, then that is the first item which you need to work upon. Okay, next, do you know where and how to do the job hunting, where to apply and get calls? Okay, after that, are you prepared enough to crack the interviews? All these are action plans basically. Okay, so एक एक करके देखो कि top 3 to 5 which you need to straight away take action upon, and just maintain them separately. Okay, maybe in the same Excel sheet, at least put it into bold, or you can just move them, let's say, into this middle line somewhere. Okay, so we have these things, right? Okay, so to do, let's say, इसको in progress भी बोल देते हैं. Okay, to do in progress done, let's say. So move that into in progress category, whatever you feel like. I'll do this, or I'll do this. Whatever the top 2 or 3 ideas or 3 to 5 ideas, just write it down separately. Okay, compare it against your paper as well. Okay, what do you think is more important? Let me help you guys in making decision. Maybe some of you might need this. Okay, so देखो, let's say for working professionals, if we are discussing, okay, देखो, firstly I'll just talk based upon this. If you have that other ideas, you can even move that up in your order. Okay, but yeah, working professionals, देखो, point is, okay, setting up a one-on-one call with your manager. We already spoke about this. We spoke about the deadline here. Okay, so you can plan this in like 1 to 2 weeks. So you need to take that initiative almost immediately. Don't even wait for a long time. Okay, so this is something which you definitely want to do. So this is in your top action items. Okay, next, planning your 3 to 5 years of career. That's a very prerequisite, right? You cannot do anything else if your career is not strategically planned. And maybe for planning you might have to do more actions. Okay, this is just a top idea, but for implementing you might have to do some more research and hard work and googling. So yes, this is again next important action which you need to do. Okay, now ये दो तो independent activities है, you can just manage it like this. ठीक है, now on top of it we have 3 more skills. Building strong IT network. Okay, do something out of the box for your team, and maybe learn a new skill every month. Okay, now you can just think about it. Okay, इसमें से अभी what do you feel is important? Okay, so, like building a strong IT network. Just think, what do you have to do for building a strong IT network? Okay, just think about it. Maybe you have to just call your friends or reach out to on them on social media, just do some hi hellos, things like that. Okay, so in your mind something will start happening. Okay, so if you feel ki yeah, that is next important for me to do, you just take it up next as the third item. If you feel no, I need to learn something monthly ek karte hai, so I want to prioritize this more than actually building a network, then you can go ahead and move this up the order. Okay, and by that way this becomes your top 3 items which you really want to do as the next actions here. Okay, so like that, all the job seekers, identify your top 3 next main actions. Okay, so job seekers ke liye bhi hai. Okay, so firstly, decide how do you want to apply. Do you want to go as a fresher or experienced candidate? Okay, next, are you matlab ready for attending interviews already, or do you need some time for doing the preparation? Okay, next, do you already have a resume, cover letter and all those things required for applying for the job? Okay, so what will be the basic step-by-step approach? So identify what should be your next actions. Okay, so think about it coolly, guys. Think about it coolly. Okay, देखो guys, today I am not really defining ke what should we do. I want you to come up with your creative mind. Okay, run some ideas through it. Let's see if you're facing challenges. Let's write it down. Okay, but next to Monday onwards, na isko aur practical करेंगे. We want to implement all of these things as early as possible. Okay, in the next 2 weeks time. Okay, let's see whatever we can do. The remaining you can still continue after the career transformation is done as well. So, but today's, let your mind operate. Okay, you pick the top ideas which you want to implement next. And guys, okay, by the end of the session, when you have done this, okay, just paste this list to me in WhatsApp chat. Okay, I guess you guys will already be having my number, right? WhatsApp number. So उसमें डाल दो ताकि I can just check it out and see if it's 7842717511. Okay, this is my WhatsApp number. So you just put it here. Whatever is your list which you have finally finalized. Consider dependency. Okay, so you cannot really do step number 2 if your step number 1 is not done. Okay. Putting this in chat here. ठीक है, चलो next team. Okay, once you're done with this, just mention you're done. JD is job description, Suraj. Okay. We'll speak more about this. Okay, so let's today's session focus on this entire structure first. We will get into more of these actions, okay, how to do, what to do, kind of. Okay, we'll come to these things next week. Today, let's just go through the flow, go through the system. So you need to identify the top 3 to top 5 ideas which you can implement next, which will take you closer to your goals. So just take your ideas, move it in a separate section, whatever you can figure out. Okay, let's say I feel like these 3 are my ideas. I've finalized, okay, chalo, I want to work on these 3 as my next ideas. There is no right or wrong in this. Okay, it's just about what you feel. If it makes sense to you, just go ahead doing that. Okay, and once you're done, guys, once you have identified your top 3, just put it in chat here. Socho, guys, put your brain to work. Think which you can do next, what ideas you should do next. देखो guys, others are not required really to take your life forward. Okay, think independent, act independent, make smarter decisions, spend some time on Google. थोड़ा सा self driving mode पर just to get there. Okay. You will learn, you will learn, you will grow, you will learn by mistakes, but you need to do it. Then only you will analyze and move forward in life. So identify the top 3 or top 5 ideas which you can implement next. And once you're done with that, just type it in chat, done. Bolte. Right now we have a done only from Akhila. And guys, this system you can apply for anything. Okay, it's not just for job seekers and all. Your your goal will change, your ideas will change, but the system can run for anything basically. Okay, you can apply it for your personal life, for your professional life, for any problems basically. Okay, Sagar is done, Padmini is done. Guys, don't overthink. Okay, you might be right, you might be wrong, doesn't matter. The point is, when you keep repeating this exercise for 3 weeks, you will start making smarter decisions. First time is going to be always on and off, second time might be on and off, but you will learn. Every time you repeat this exercise, you'll get better in this decision making. Okay, Hari Babu is done, Ajaya is done, Vaibhav done, Shruti done. Okay, very good. Now team is pouring in. So you need to know what you need to do next. Then only life may you can make progressive steps. And you apply this for all your career problems or your life problems. Okay, it will work like charm for you. Okay, Nigar is done. Okay, let's take one more minute. कुछ नहीं रहेगा तो guys don't worry. Okay, Suraj is done, Sakshi is done, Suraj done. Okay, Deepak done. Nice. I think now we have some decent number who is completed. Guys, take actions. These things are all action oriented. Guys, one of the reason world is not successful is people know things, they don't apply things. Okay, so thoda sa just know it. Okay, without actions, progress will not be coming in life. Okay, okay. Ganesh is also done. So moving on, sharing the screen again. Now what you need to do next. Okay, Rahul done, very good. Okay, if everybody, if you have OneNote right now, can you just open OneNote? And if you're not having it, maybe just try to see if you have OneNote already in your machine. If nahi hai, to just in desktop itself, web version, you can load it. Office.com pe jao. Okay, just office.com. Just create a Microsoft ID if you don't have it. I found OneNote is really useful and helpful in some regards. Okay, that's where I'm using it. But if you feel कि कोई और tool है तो वो कर सकते हो. But let's see. First I'll share you what I'm trying to do basically. ठीक है? बाद में फिर आगे लेके चलते हैं. Now, देखो guys. The system now which I'm going to explain to you. ठीक है? Take a break everyone. Take a break. बाद में देखते हैं. Okay? So OneNote पे आते हैं. Okay? So the system which I am trying to explain to you guys right now, okay, is something which I have been applying since past 5+ years in my IT career, and it is helping like anything. Okay, we will be taking this Excel, whatever work we did, and converting it into this simple system. Okay, it really works. I've been applying and doing a lot of project management with this. You can do your day-to-day activity tracking very nicely based upon the system. Okay, fine. So now I'm sharing my screen. Let's first understand what this is about. Okay, देखो, if you see here guys, देखो, just see, on a daily basis, whatever work I have done in my company, everything is tracked. Okay, September, October, कहाँ चले गए, June, July, okay, June, May, this is all 2021. ये February 2021 चल रहा है. Okay, and then Jan happened, and then this December, this is 2020 December. Okay, 2 years ago story, and so on. Since past so many years I have been applying the system. Okay, देखो 16 Jan 2020 it's going to go 1st Jan, उससे पहले का I have archived everything. Okay, a simple system. Okay, simple system of done, in progress, to do. Okay, now what is happening is ki we need to progress on a daily basis, then only we can accomplish our goals. Okay, if you are thinking only in terms of weeks, it will not be much useful. You need to convert that week into a daily action plan, then only the results are going to come. Okay, now what am I proposing and suggesting to you guys is install this tool called as OneNote. Okay, it's by Microsoft. Okay, I don't know, maybe for some personal work it might be given for free as well. Okay, mine is a non-licensed one, but it works. Okay, so maybe some features might be cut down, but otherwise it's still a nice usable product. Okay, even on free cost. Okay, now what you are supposed to do is just add a page, maybe something like daily tracking. First listen it, बाद में करेंगे. Okay, so daily tracking is one of the section here, and in that you have to add, okay, on a daily basis. Okay, let's say today is 8th of April. So what am I doing is going here 8th April. Okay, ek page we will just do 3 sections here: done, in progress, to do. First listen, understand, and later on, because since past 5 years I have been implementing it, and it really helps me to deal with very complex problems also very nicely. Okay, and I think at individual level, your maintenance of work, and even like you can apply it to your corporate working life every single day. Okay, so there are simple 3 sections you need to create on a daily one. So today is 8th April. You take all of these 3 sections, just make it here. Next, what you are supposed to do is the goals which you have written right now. Okay, whatever you said, okay, I want to act on these 3 goals. Okay, so you need to ask a question in next week, which goals you really want to work. Okay, everything is in a priority, these 3 things are top priority, that is fine, but next week, out of these 3, which goals you want to work upon. Okay, now you might decide, okay, I just want to work on the first and this one. So you say, okay, fine, so this is a top priority, but right now you don't want to focus on that. Guys, keep your mind very clean. Don't try to do everything together, because you will not be able to complete, and unnecessary stress will come, tension will come. Clarify, think very clean, very precise, one by one step at a time. Okay, so you just ask a question. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? Prioritize what is important. Okay, top 3 to 5 next implementable ideas. This is step number 5. Step number 6, which ideas from step 5 you want to implement next week. Okay, you just have 1 week. Okay, in 1 week, how many ideas you really want to implement? You need to ask that question as the next, and then it will come like, okay, so those are top priority, but I want to act only on these 2 ideas. Then you need to just take these 2 ideas, cut it from here, go to your OneNote, and then it becomes your actionable work item. Okay, just इसको shuffle कर दो. Okay, this is idea 1, maybe this is idea 2. Now, by that way, what has happened is every single day, you just need to focus on your OneNotes and don't keep going. देखो guys, ideas तो बहुत आते रहेंगे. There are might be like 100 ideas with you here, 50 ideas with you here. But if you just keep seeing these ideas and not acting, you will not progress in your life. And you will be stressed out. You will be worried, अरे क्या करना है? And you will be like confused always. Okay, so you need to get that clarity. From this all ideas, which are my important ideas, which will give me more results. Once you identify, ask the next question. Okay, next week, which ideas I want to work upon, and that comes in the in progress. You just delete it from here because they are in progress section right now. Okay, or maybe you can keep it here also, it's your choice. But from here it goes to this 8th April ka date mein to do section. Okay, And now one by one, you need to start working on these ideas every single day for the next entire week. Some might progress fast, some might progress slow. Maybe you will be able to complete all the 200%, or maybe both of them might be only 50%, whatever happens. But you will progress. You will move forward than where you are right now. And next week, you have to do the analysis. Okay, so I plan to complete these two ideas. How much is really completed and how much is pending? And those things you again need to add it into the idea backlog. I completed that 50%, so that becomes in the to do section again, eligible for replanning for the next week. By that way, you will always be progressing in your life. Okay, for some of you guys, it might be a bit like over the head. I don't know, because you are like some of our job seekers and beginners at right now, but it's a pretty simple system which will be structurizing your action taking part. Okay, rather than just being lost, okay, what to do next, it will give you a systematic way of thinking, prioritizing, planning, and then taking it into a daily based action also. Right now, all of this structure is not there, and that's where people are like, what to do next? Everything is having ad hoc. Maybe you'll get some brilliant idea, but nobody is taking actions on that because they don't know how to operate. Let's say if you get a very brilliant idea while you're in the middle of this week, you just should make a decision. Should I stop my other priorities, or should I just add this item into my backlog so that next Saturday when I do the planning, then I will visit it? If there is a system you have, all your work can be done very nicely. If that is not there, always you will be confused, doubtful, what to do, what not to do, kind of things will happen. Okay, so just understand. So simply you will be coming here, and then this becomes your to do. And then let's say you want to work on this expectation and performance one-on-one with the manager. Okay, you move it into in progress. Abhi bhi kaam hua nahi hai, guys. So on 8th of April, I moved it into in progress. But Abhi, now the question is, what am I supposed to do as part of this? Idea is just moving right now through the phases. Excel sheet, it came to your brain, it is on the Excel sheet, it is moving into priority, it is moving in the top item. But right now, it has just come to your day. Now comes the question, what you are actually supposed to do as part of this idea? Nothing but now you need to define action steps. Every idea will have some action steps, and action steps will only take it forward, guys. We now start thinking. It's all again work of thinking. Okay, so now what should you do? Let's say some just random thoughts. Okay, what should you do? Okay, first of all, okay, reach out to manager for setting up a one-on-one call. Okay, that is step number 1, let's say. Okay, now based upon this, you are expecting the end outcome is some meeting should be scheduled, meeting to be set up. Okay, now next, maybe for going for this one-on-one meeting, you should also prepare, okay, what do you think are your roles and responsibilities? Okay, so you prepare your role and responsibilities. Nothing but the next actions which are required for making this task come true. Okay, and you can already say, okay, what are you expecting out of it? Okay, manager, you should know your roles and responsibilities. Get clarity on your role. You should get clarity on your role. Nothing but what is your expectation? So you should ask that question in expectation from your manager, and maybe you should even try for next level expectation. That's it. These are the simple outcomes which you want from this. And right now, how are you performing? My current performance. Nothing but some action plan for this thing. Okay, now let's say somebody else is having this as the action plan. Okay, for first idea is build a resume. Okay, what to do? Okay, maybe Google. Okay, Google to get sample resumes. Okay, connect with some of my friends. You can even name the name XYZ. Okay, for getting the resumes. Okay, next, maybe attend some course for building resume. Okay, next, LinkedIn has resume building capability. Okay, or read online some articles on resume building. Nothing but guys, these are concrete actions by which you can actually accomplish this task. And ek ek karke, you just follow all of this. By the end result, you will have a resume in your hand. Similarly, if you do these actions, by the end of this process, you will be accomplishing it. Nothing but the next step comes is, okay, next week, okay, 7 is maintain daily progress in Onenote. Okay, so basically it is a system of to do, in progress, done. Daily maintain progress in this system. Okay, and as part of that, define actions for your ideas. Define step by step actions for your ideas, and then comes actually take actions. So right now it becomes pretty simple, right? If you just break this idea, building a resume, into these granular steps, now you know what to do. ये भी सब दिमाग आया तो nothing but one idea is further breaking down. You might get more ideas about it. फिर उसको implement करना एक एक शुरू करना, ठीक है? And once you do all of these things, by the end result, your ideas will be completed. And when whatever is done, you just need to move it into the done category. Okay, so resume, Google kiya, ye kiya, wo kiya, and all of these things by the end, you would be like, okay, for this task, these 3 things are done. And still there are pending for this resume building. We still have to do these 2 items. And what will happen is by the end of this week, okay, so right now, let's say it was 8th of April. So all of this thing is in front of you. Okay, what you have to do is when you go to the 9th of April, okay, it's simple. What I do is I just copy paste this entire stuff. I get into a 9th April, new sheet, paste everything. Just say, okay, done, matlab it's already done. I don't want it. I empty this list. And in the in progress section, if there are any items, I say, okay, so all of these items move to the to do section. So for that day, I start fresh, and then I plan, okay, out of all these items, which items I want to work today, because this list is my entire week's list. Now, out of this week list, today, what actions you want to do, you have to get into that, and then you have to start progressing. Okay, nothing but next step is, okay, weekly actions, ideas to actions to be converted to daily actions. This is what it is, guys. Okay, step by step rahega. But the thing is, if you are able to master this concrete system, your life will just rocket ahead. Okay, but if you're not able to do it, so thoda sa challenging always rahega. Like some ideas will come, some will be dropped out, you will forget something, you will remember something, and you don't know whether you are progressing or not progressing. And then in such cases, you will start taking God knows how much time to really reach your goal. Some people, it might get into 6 months, a thing which could have done 2 months. Just by 2 months of concrete this pattern, if you don't do that, ideas will come and they will be lost as well, because you have not captured it, you are not acting on it. But if you do this weekly planning, converting it into daily actions, working on that, and then planning it for the next day, you will start finding a rotation will come in you. Okay, so just absorb today's session. Okay, I'm not expecting that day one pe everybody will become master. For me to really work with this system, it took time. Okay, for you also will take some time, but that's what is the plan. Next week में अपन साथ में एक एक करके पूरा ये implement करते. That's where I want के to morning also we will be joining, evening also we will be joining. We will see, okay, what are our ideas? Did we plan the next actions? And are we taking the next actions? We do it for next 2 weeks consistently. एक habit बनने लगे. And that is very important. Once you get that habit of like how to do these things, फिर independently you can operate very nicely. Okay, so that's what we are going to get into from like Monday onwards. Okay, so tomorrow anyways we are going to have a session. We will be taking further all these things, but today's session is also available on YouTube as recording. Okay, so you can go through it again, but most importantly is tomorrow when we are going to implement this, like next week onwards, implement karoge to you will anyways remember. Okay, देखो guys, there was this saying ki, okay, if you give food to somebody, you're actually just satisfying one-time hunger. Okay, if you just give food to somebody, charity and all that karte, right, you're satisfying only one-time hunger. But if you teach people okay, how to really make their own food, make their own living, then they can live with it forever. Okay, and that's the reason ki with this program I don't want to give you one-time solutions. Okay, I really want you apply all this in your lifestyle so that throughout your life forever you can give your own results and you will not be dependent on anybody. Okay, so the main intention is to make you people really powerful enough that you can drive your life independently and always, okay, you will not be dependent on anybody. Okay, so that's the basic plan, and that's why we are trying to do this. Otherwise simple ऐसे कुछ तो systems देके बंद कर ले सकते हैं दुकान. But if the end result is not coming, if you don't really apply this, if you don't live with it, you will never become that capable. And guys, let me tell you, you will get all these things, but for doing that, you might have to spend now next 10 years of your life. So you should really be lucky that bhai, somehow I got all this learning and I felt like sharing it with you people. Okay? So it's like my 10 years of analysis and working and results, which I'm trying to give to you. Be smart. Save your time. Otherwise, after 10 years, you will draw the same conclusion. Basically, you have just wasted your 10 years in that case. Okay, so if you apply these things right now, it might be tough, it might be challenging, but if you really apply it, you will find the results will be very nice. Okay, okay, so that's it for today. I'll be pasting all of this thing. I'll maintain a LinkedIn article of this as well. And right now, like, okay, already the instructions which I pasted on Notepad, let me paste it in our Zoom chat as well. फिर बाद में WhatsApp में I'll be doing a summary and stuff like that. Okay, somehow we'll definitely give it here. Okay, pasted this action plan and think through it. This is life-changing stuff basically. Okay, and like hardly anybody follows it. Only those who really progress rapidly in their careers, they do this. Productive people do this because they know every single day what they are supposed to do, and if they are progressing or not progressing, and if they are not progressing, what should they change in order to progress. Smartness actually reflects that. Okay, so chalo, looking forward for it guys, and dheere dheere ek rhythm click hoga. Today's shaping was very nice to tell all this thing. Okay, so today was for that reason. Absorb it and see you guys tomorrow 9 p.m. back again. Okay, chalo, thank you sir. Take care. Bye bye.